It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd, a mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gamecocks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Tennessee's offense will get the first crack at it here. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Takes the handoff. It's Lewis. The Vols will move the sticks. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
They finally make the stop at the Big Run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They've been running it, but now the pass. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Makes it past the marker. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Hey, Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down.
Well, it wasn't a lack of effort by the quarterback there on that design run. He tried to stretch out and get the first, just couldn't quite make it.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Makes his connection. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Out of the end zone. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
That's so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third down, going up top. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage.
And he's running in the open. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown ball.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he's going to try to return this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The throw to the outside is complete. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, South Carolina. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Odom. He lofts one down the sideline. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Give him 109 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Volunteers are on the move. They'll run it from the gun.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the ground, it's Lewis. At the 20, he's got space. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
And the Vols with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's shown it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. Early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Running it back, it's Daly. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can...
What a snag by the defense. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The offense set for a first down play. From the shotgun, the inside give. Smashes through the tackle. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to beat him to the left. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
One of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Feeling some heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick. Running toward the tape. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Coastal Carolina. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First down here for the offense. This time they'll go to the running game. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29 after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
He'll bring it back. It's Daly. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's the handoff. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line. They'll give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got 4 receivers spread across the field, 3 on the right on 2nd and 4. Quarterback checking the play. Scanning the field, it's Odom. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown ball.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball is thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on?
The expressway is wide open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
South Carolina, 14.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he makes the catch at the 25. Touchdown, Volunteer. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going to block him. Nice job.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Vols want to crank the tempo. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Oh, he wants it all. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
The Volunteers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is the time to go out and do it.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Nice move to stay on his feet. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10.
That's a first down for the offense.
Might as well give it to him again. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Catch in the middle. It's Hawk. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Gamecocks are flying down the field.
First down for the offense.
Out of the gun, the inside give. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The give to the tailback. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he just flat ran over it. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And the Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game, one of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Looking downfield, it's Odom. He lobs one high down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown ball! And the route is on. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
Man, no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They down. They'll go right back to him. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field.
42, Spider.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Working the middle, it's complete. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Touch pass on the run. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. To the ground with the back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Anderson with the carry. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Gets it out fast. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
He's back at the 27. Second down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Leaves it with the back. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And the Vols will try to convert on fourth down. Looks as if he's going to run it. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Safe completion on the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man across the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The Gamecocks are threatening in the red zone. On second down, they'll take to the air, using the quick game. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on first and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion, keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Fires into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Into the end zone. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on fourth down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
This offense starts deep in a hole. The give and tick, 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 tick. Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the run.
Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lewis. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
And the Volunteers will have it 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He has brought down the man. What a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Gonna run it. It's Lewis. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They get him down after he makes a catch. The Vols want to move quickly. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.